Throughout my whole life, I have traveled up to my small lake house at Fontana Lake. I have stayed out on the lake for hours at a time and spent countless weekends surrounded by nothing but God's beautiful creations in our environment. I have also always enjoyed going on hikes, especially having the benefit of living in Asheville within the Blue Ridge Mountains. It was not until I started this favorite poem project that I truly understood the power and influence nature has. As long as I can remember, I've had a busy life. I'm constantly studying, playing sports, finding new hobbies, fulfilling my overcrowded schedule, and somewhere in between finding time for sleep. It isn't hard to get caught up in the chaos and difficulties life is filled with, and oftentimes I find myself disregarding the beauty of God's creation. Whether it is finishing my reading for English or stressing to complete hours of math homework after a long ball game, it is easy for the stress and hectic schedule to become the central focus of life. Even the obsession for social media and technology of our society in today's world can distract us from the simplicity and joy found in our environment, because I think it is way easier to like a picture of the mountain view on Instagram or watch the sunrise on Snapchat. It's easy to miss all that nature can offer us. William Cullen Bryant champions the happiness found in nature in his poem. Here it is. Is this a time to be cloudy and sad, when our Mother Nature laughs around, when even the deep blue heavens look glad, and gladness breathes from the blossoming ground? There are notes of joy from the hangbird and wren, and the gossip of swallows through all the sky. The ground squirrel gaily chirps by his den, and the wilding bee hums merrily by. The clouds are at play in the azure space, and their shadows at play on the bright green veil. And here they stretch to the frolic chase, and there they roll on the easy gale. There's a dance of leaves in that aspen bower, there's a titter of winds in that beechen tree. There's a smile in the fruit, and a smile in the flower, and a laugh from the brook that runs to the sea. And look at that broad-faced sun, how he smiles on that dewy earth that smiles in his ray, on the leaping waters and gay young isles. Hey, look, he'll smile thy gloom away. Bryant was always fascinated by the environment growing up in Massachusetts and found interest in exploring the forests around his childhood home. He gained a deep knowledge of America's streams, forests, and mountains, which are aspects that inspired his writing as a poet and journalist. That's what makes The Gladness of Nature an American poem, because of Bryant's central focus on portraying the beauty of America's natural landscape and environment. He wrote during the Romantic literary period, which was common for Romantic poets to highlight their appreciation for nature as a predominant theme in their work. In his poem, Bryant incorporates a cheerful tone as he paints the aspects of nature as a personified embodiment of gladness. He begins by asking a rhetorical question, asking readers if this is a time to be cloudy and sad, even when Mother Nature laughs around and gladness breathes from the blossoming ground. The personification of Mother Nature brings life to nature and portrays the natural environment as something powerful, accompanied with emotions. Bryant also personifies an emotion which connects back to the title of his poem. The next 4 stanzas describe the different aspects of the environment, creating a vivid picture in the reader's mind of the lively and colorful pieces of nature. In the second stanza, Bryant enhances the auditory imagery by detailing the sounds from creatures and birds roaming through the world, as if they are singing a song or making a connection with those who engage with the environment. In the third stanza, he personifies the clouds and shadows, bringing life to the movement in the sky. The description of clouds at play characterizes nature in a light-hearted way. Even by depicting shadows as playing, Bryant symbolizes how even the dark times, or the negative parts of life, are transformed to have a carefree and joyful perception. In the last stanza, Bryant personifies the sun and illustrates the broad smile that the sun's brightness expands all around. The line that he ends his poem with, "And he'll smile thy gloom away," represents the power and healing effect nature has. The sun and the rest of the environment have the ability to wash away any gloom and possesses a sort of refreshing sense for those who enjoy nature's beauty. This poem made me think about how influential nature can be, especially in times of stress. I reflected on how refreshing a hike on the parkway can be, soaking in the bright sun, smelling the grass and dirt, and hearing only the faintest sounds of a waterfall or the slight whistle in the leaves. These hikes help me escape the brutal chaos of life and allows me to slow down to enjoy the simple things. After reading this poem, I also thought about the times at the lake, where there's no Wi-Fi, no channels to watch on TV, and no agenda for the day. Up at the lake, I'm surrounded by trees, water, dirt, and lots of bugs. Instead of watching TV at night, I might go fishing and listen to the frogs at night, or fall asleep while listening to the flowing creek. When I go on a hike or go to the lake for the weekend, I have time to relax and catch a glimpse of what nature has to offer. Brian's poem reminds me how important nature is in my life because escaping into the beauty of God's creation means taking a break from reality and the stress that encompasses my life.
As Bryant described, nature is full of life and joy and encourages me to appreciate our environment. When I have a chance to immerse myself in the wonder of the environment, it's as if time slows down and life suddenly is free of stress, and that is why I've learned the power of nature. This poem made me reflect on how impactful nature can be and challenged me to take advantage of the opportunity I have to escape reality and admire the simplicity and happiness of Mother Nature. The sun will always smile my gloom away.